Hey guys, Diablo Man Dan here. In this video, I want to show you my current Barbarian stats as well as build that I used to farm Act 2 Inferno and the beginning part of Act 3 Inferno. Okay, first we're going to take a look at my build. And the build I'm using is your basic Sprint Barbarian build, which is based around the Run Like the Wind with the Sprint. And most of your damage comes from that. Secondary damage comes from your Whirlwind. And I use that with the Hurricane rune. Use Bash with Instigation to help give me more fury if I happen to run out or if I lag and tornadoes don't spawn for whatever reason. Use that to get that back. And Wrath Berserker with Thrive on Chaos. I use Thrive on Chaos instead of the other ones because it keeps me kind of berserked for the whole time that I'm fighting a pack of elite mobs. So the Thrive on Chaos pretty much lets me be berserked the entire time I'm fighting them. Okay, and then next I'm using Battle Rage with Into the Fray, which helps generate more fury. And then I'm using Warcry and Mutiny because that's pretty much hand in hand with every Barbarian build. It helps buff up your resistances, which is much needed. Passive skills I'm using Ruthless, gives me critical hit chance and critical hit damage. I'm using Weapons Master, and I'm using a mace in my main hand, so you definitely want to use a mace or an axe in your main hand to get that 10% crit hit chance. And I'm using Tough as Nails, which increases my armor by 25%. Now here you can actually use Tough as Nails, or you can use Nerves of Steel. Just whichever one ends up giving you more armor. And the one that gives me more armor right now is the Tough as Nails. It gives me about 100 more armor. So that's the one I use. If your armor is really high already and is well over, if you're about 7,000, if you're over 7,000 without that, then you could probably go and use something like Brawler or something else. Okay, so that's pretty much it on the build. And let's take a look at my current stats. Let's take a look at the gear first. I'm just going to kind of go over this like I did in the Demon Hunter video. If you want to stop and take a close look, just feel free to pause the video and then take a look. Okay, so there's all of that. My damage currently is at 32,000, which I need to get that up higher. My vitality is at 994, which I would like to see that over 1,000. My strength is sitting pretty good at 2,092. A little bit more here and there probably would be good, but over 2,000 is probably a good spot to be at with that. Look at details. My crit hit chance is actually pretty low for this build. It's 26%. You want to aim for right around 50%. So I still have a ways to go with that. That's something I'm continually working on. Crit hit damage 240%. I can see that a lot higher. My base damage reduction without any buffs right now is at 70%. Here's my resist. See, my lowest resist is what, 576. That's unbuffed. And with these buffed, you want to see I got two of them over 1,000. Ideally, I want to see all of these over 1,000. But in this range here, farming Act 2 Inferno is pretty easy with this. You don't really have to worry about all that much stuff. Okay, so see, 864 is the lowest there. So anywhere between 800 and 1,000, you're pretty much good there. Okay. Let's see here. We got. I actually have some life steal on this guy on his belt. We just saw that earlier. 2.9%. That really won't take into a huge effect until my damage gets over 50,000. Then I'll start seeing a little bit more benefit from that. My life per hit is at 1,083. You can kind of experiment with this. It works good for me with this current setup. If you're having problems and you're dying a lot of stuff, life on hit and resistances might be things to kind of look at and increase first. Maximum fury, 115%. Right now I don't have any movement speed. I wish I need to get some of my boots. I feel kind of like a noob not having it, but whatever. And that is pretty much all the stats on there. Where I'm working at from here is to increase my critical hit chance and to get a bit more resistances and maybe even a little more life on hit, but I definitely want to get some more weapons so I can get my damage up over 50,000. That's my current goal to aim for right now. Got a little ways to go, but we'll get there. And that's pretty much it on my Sprint Barbarian. If you like this video, definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. And also feel free to leave comments or questions in the comment section below. And I will try to get back to those whenever I can. Until next time.